Well, now, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in the market this morning, or at least what's getting ready to pop off. I had to put on some lipstick. Put on some lips. Some lips, I say. Had to put on some lips. Let me see about getting this turned on. Need to make sure that the monetization is always running. We always need to have the money running. We need to have. I told somebody that joke yesterday. I went to a church, and when I went to the church, that was the song they sang at offering was "Money Coming." Ah, it was funny. It was okay. Let's see what we got going this morning. I can turn on some lights, but I feel like we're okay without them because the lights at some point start to really bother my eyes. Let's put ourselves on the screen, see what we're looking at. What did we have for earnings yesterday? Today's Thursday. So last night we had Cisco, Copa Airlines, Fluent Super League, ZTO. This morning we had Walmart, Baidu, JD, John Deere. This morning, Under Armour's this morning. Lightspeed this afternoon after the market closes. I'm leaning so I can see them, by the way. TWO, Applied Materials, Copart. Anybody who catches my attention, nope. And then on tomorrow morning, we're going to have RBC, Bearings, Canaan, Bruker, and H World or something, HTHT. Not sure who they are, but that's earnings that we got going for this week. Wanted to share with you real quick what Adam has for us. Adam is a level-to-level ES trader. He trades futures, but we can translate his numbers for SPX. And I got a lot of people in my community who trade SPX. For the 0 DTE, 1 DTE, listen, we make it all do what it do. So Adam says on May 3rd, SPX broke out of a month-long bull flag, the ultimate magnet for the retesting new all-time highs. And we finally arrived. 53.25 was next up, and we hit 53.13 overnight. Plan today, caution now. We're 10 days green, basically. So be cautious here. 53.07 to 53.10 is support. It must hold, or we start the dip to 53.01 and 52.90. The difference between ES and SPX is currently 20 points. So if you're looking at Adam's tweets during the day, you need to subtract 20 points in order to get SPX numbers. XSP, if you're trading that, 533 on the call side, 520 on the put side, just to make sure you're safe. Actually, I think 528 on the put side. This should be in 529, not 520. 520 is a little bit farther away than you need to be. 529 should work. Good morning, Ward. That should be what's cool there. Let's go check out what our movement. Oh, I gotta change it up. Wait. There we go. Let's change this to present the screen. Shadow screen. Nope, I want screen 2. Thank you. All righty. Let's see what we have here. This was SPX on yesterday. SPX, the market's going to open in about a minute. This was SPX on yesterday. I wanted to look at something real quick. So I'm going to switch over real quick so I can see what Amazon is doing. What is Amazon doing? I needed to look at one more thing before I let you go. 185.74 is where they are in the pre-market. Okay. All righty. So let's go back to see what SPX has going. SPX, this was yesterday, this big old green candle, and we see that a gap was created yesterday at the gap up open. CPI jumped in and gave out some news, and the folks ran with it. Yes, they definitely ran with it. Let's see what we had on the calendar for this morning. Today's Thursday. We've got unemployment claims came in at 8:30. That was kind of flat, 222,000. They thought it was going to be 219,000, so it's about 3,000 more than anticipated, but less than the previous. There's the bail. Building permits came in red. Philly Fed came in red. Housing starts came in 1.36 million. They thought it was going to be 1.42. Housing starts, that was that. And then import prices month over month are 0.9%, which I guess it says it's green here. So got to go with that. Industrial production was 915. Capacity utilization, those came in. I mean, capacity utilization came in flat, basically what they anticipated. And then industrial production came in at 0%. They thought it was going to be 0.1%. 10 o'clock, we got FOMC member Barr speaking. Mortgage delinquencies is tentative. Natural gas storage at 10:30. FOMC Mester and Bostic are speaking this afternoon at 12 and 3:50 respectively. The VIX this morning is at 12.41. So it's a little low based on the fact that the market is up really high. So that's what's going on with the VIX at 12 and some change. Biden's big inflation problem. Wall Street's biggest bull wishes he'd been a bigger bull. Dow eyes 40,000 as rate cut hopes give stocks a lift. Walmart pops after boost to fiscal year sales and profit forecast. I actually thought Walmart was not going to boost this morning. I really thought they weren't going to do fine because Walmart's suffering a lot in their losses and how they're got their loss prevention because people is doing a lot of taking what they're not paying for. Okay, so meme stocks are like playing the lottery. Yes, they are. CPI data may signal 2 Fed rate cuts. Google is reinventing itself for the AI age. Netflix ad tier hits 40 million monthly active users. Okay, Newman, why car insurance costs are surging. Energy Transfer just raised guidance. It's time to pile into the 8%, this 8% yielding stock. So as far as pre-market and stuff went, stocks are flat as Dow approaches 40,000. Dow's approaching 40,000. Dow futures are down 0.02%. S&P futures down 0.04%. Now that the market has opened, these numbers may be a little bit different. Look at the Walmart, people. See all the color in the Walmart group. We'll leave that alone. Keep on walking our list. I'm not going to dive into that rabbit hole. NASDAQ is at negative 0.0, down 0.01%. It's red, but the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 are both green now that the market is open. Russell 2K is up 1.14%. The VIX is 12.47. All righty, boom, 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 boom. Let's see how SPX opened this morning. It opened at, what's this? 53.13. Where's the open? I can't see the there it is. 50.68 is where it opened. Let's take us down to a smaller time frame so we can see what's going on with the chart. SPX has opened green. In my community, I put out a few messages about some semiconductor stuff that may be of interest. I gave some SPX guidance, may be of interest. Check those out. Yep. Okay, let's look at some stocks. If you got an idea of something you want to see, then put it into the chat. Put it into the comments so I can see what you're looking at. What you're looking for. We got what you're looking for. Okay, I need to see something on here. Bring back up. There we go. Nope. I need to why is it showing that screen? Oh, because this is the screen it's on. Well, that was weird. I need to put, okay, I'm confusing myself. Okay, this needs to move over to this screen. I get myself confused. There we go. Like, where did everything go? It went away because we no longer needed it. Okay. Good morning. Hey, Patrick. Been a while since I saw you. Hi. How you doing? Hey, Nori. How we doing? I'm telling you, Walmart wants to think they have a lot of laws. That's true. Now they gonna make money regardless. They want you to think that you're right. The loss is a write-off. That's the truth there. Google, Dow Jones is 76 points away from 40,000. We want to look at Intel and AMD. Yes, those are the two I have on my list too. I also have XLE on my list and Oxy on my list. Okay, I got that on my list too. This is, where is my, not the one I wanted to see. Okay, I'll get it figured out here in a minute. When I get dealing with more than one screen means you got to keep your head straight. I don't want it there. That's why. That's the problem. I don't want you there. I want you here. But okay. Hi. Okay. We had Intel here, right? Okay. Looking at Intel, if we started with the daily chart, I have Intel as going up above. Once it's above 31.13, I have it going up. So, and especially for now, we're looking, we're credit spreads, and we're looking for, what will we look at for tomorrow, right? What do you think you need to do between now and tomorrow? So the bottom of this gap is going to provide some support. The bottom of this gap is going to provide support. And there's another gap just below it that's going to also provide some support. Oh, I only need to hit it once. I know. Okay, so let me see. We put another little gap bubble here. Yep. So what I see is a support at 31.38. This was a big gap from back here that partially got filled. This is all on the daily chart. See all this gap, and it only got partially filled before it gapped again. So we got a gap in the middle of a gap, like a wheel in the middle of a wheel. So if we go with that, now this gap here for this morning is, that gap may change because as price comes down, it may come back down into this gap. But the support, or the yesterday's close, is, well, that's not even, it's yesterday's open up here is 31.38. So if we look at, now we do have, before I go there, we do have some resistance that you would see would be here, and it can go up as high as the 32. So you really could potentially look at an iron condor because you're right in the middle of two zones, So I want to swing this. Come on. There we go. Bring our option chain into focus. Let me make it a little bit bigger so we can see the numbers. Look and feel. I'll make it a little larger. Settings. If we're looking at, INTC. And we'd be looking at this Friday expiration. Right? Yeah, we're there. Thank you. Let me take us back to single. On the put credit spread side, we'd look at 30.5. I don't know if that's going to pay a lot of money. It doesn't look like it. And on the call side, we would look at, I would go with 32, but 32 is going to feel close for some people. 32.5 could also be. So we're looking at what? 30, 31, and 32, or 32.5. If you turn it into an iron condor, 31 is only going to pay, 3 cents. And that's not worth it. You're going to pay more money in fees. Now you could take this if you wanted, and then you could, make it broader and make it to 30.31. That's only going to pay 4 cents. No, that's definitely not worth it. And then if we look on the other side at 32.5, that's paying $7. And if you widened that gap to 33, then it's going to pay $8. So the two of them together would pay about $12. And that's not bad, but for a day, $12 for one day worth of hassle, but that's going to be, I won't say hassle, really one day worth of concern. You'd have to be concerned about it for the day. So you just would want to be mindful. And $12. So if you do, INTC has kind of been down. It hadn't really done a whole lot of moving. It seems to have gotten a little movement here recently. Maybe it's going sympathy with the other semiconductors. I don't really know. But if you want to do an iron condor, I do see $12 that you can get in on with the iron condor. So let's look then. And this gap is now getting bigger because it's going up. So if you wanted to get in maybe a little closer, even on the put credit spread side, you could potentially do that. Okay. What was next on our list? AMD. We got some songs. Been busy, but you're doing well. Good to hear, Patrick. I've missed you. Wondered where you were. Wondered if you deserter. Are you? I'm giving you a hard time. Absolutely. Life comes at us all. So this is AMD. AMD is also on the move this here morning. Morning, Lisa. AMD is on the move this morning. I have AMD written down above 170. Nope, above 160. We can go to 170. Okay. I feel like I need to manage that, but I'm going to leave it for now. Going up, we have, I would say there is another gap here. Let's go with where the market closed yesterday, which was 159.59, right? So if you're looking at a put credit spread, let's go see. Let's go back and see AMD. Seems like several of these semis are on the move. AMD, Taiwan Semiconductor is on the move. Looks like INTC is on the move. Of course, NVIDIA stay on the move. So looking at from a put credit spread, you got 160 or 157.5, depending on, your level of aggression. 160 or 157.5. We change it to vertical 157.5, 160. You're going to take in $50, which is a 20% return. If you go down to 155, 157.5, you're going to take in $18, which is $18 out of 250. Throwing stuff around. It's not going to be the same. 18 divided by 250, that's going to give you a 7% return on your collateral, but you're going to feel safer. You're going to feel a little safer. Of course, I'm a fan of 160, 157.5. Yes, I'm is. Yes, I'm is. Yeah. And that's going to pay, looks like $57 at this point, because price seems to be coming back down to the zone. At this point, looks like it's turned back just a little bit just to see what's going on. See, let me put us on a shorter time frame so we can see what's happening. It was at 162 and some change. We got a little bit of red movement back. Maybe it's coming back to retest the 160, which would be a good place. If it comes back and retests 160 and it holds, then you can definitely go with 157.5, 160 and pull in really nice premiums. Let's see. Let's put 160 on here. Okay, 160 is down here. If it comes back to retest, that'll be good. Okay, who else did I see in here? Oh, I said I was going to look at some energy stocks. XLE. Energy's having a bit of a downwards ride. Let's look at the daily, see what it did yesterday. We'll see this. Ooh, all of this yesterday. It was green actually, but there's a whole lot of selling pressure. Now, this big old monster wick means it may want to keep going up because that's a monster wick right there. This was on the daily. So if we were looking at some support, it would be at 93. If we were looking at resistance, it would be up in the 94.5 area. Looking up in there, there's a little bit of something happening right around where we are right now, though, too, from April 18th. This was support then, and now it may turn into resistance. See how this is wicking right here at the 93 point, I think that's a 93.8. Yeah. So let me see. We see trending wise, if we look at the trend line kind of gives us an upwards move looking at the trend, right? Short term, but we also have guess what it's going to want to do? Breaking out in the evening. It's going to want to break out. It's going to try to, why you see this wick happening. And the question is, where we breaking to? Are we breaking out up? Are we breaking out down? We'll see, right? We'll see. I would say based on my general knowledge, it's probably, it may break out going up. Just, because that wick is trying to go on up, and this long monster wick right here is saying I want to go, instead of going down, it wants to go up. So I probably would look at XLE. I would look at a put credit spread. Let's put this back on and see what we have here. XLE. I know somebody in this chat is, excited because we don't talk about the XLs enough. And there's a person in our chat, in our viewership, who really likes when we do the XLs. So I'm here for it. 92.5, 93. If you're looking at for tomorrow, if you need to go one more, you can go 92.5. But let's see what our 92.5, 93 for 50 cents is paying $9. If you want to widen the spread and make it 92, 93, it's paying 14 on just the put credit spread side, right? If you wanted to do the 92, 92.5, that's paying $4, not so much, not as much. And if you widen it out to a one spread, it's paying $5. I wouldn't go with $5 on a one spread. That's a 5% return, and you're going to pay a couple dollars at least in fees. If all goes well, we're going to put some money on fees. So 93, if you're feeling real froggy, and you got to be feeling real froggy. This is even more froggy than I would probably be feeling, would be 93.5 at the 56. I'm not that froggy at this point. Some people get real froggy. I'm not one of those people. Now, 74, count me in. 57, not so much. Even though you're only going to tomorrow, but we're plus minus 0.9. That would be just being risky. So going down to 93 would be something I could do. I would be comfortable with 92, 93 if I was doing XLE. What else did I have? I had Oxy on my list. Occidental on my list. Had that going. Let's go to a chart. We'll look at Oxy. Okay. We're on the daily chart still, looking to see what the days have held for this week. I see some support right around where we are. It's kind of gone up and then come back down to it. It needs to see, but we're kind of on a downwards ride. If we were looking to see what's going on with our trend here, right, kind of narrowing down. What's this called? A bear flag for those who do candle patterns. I think I would look at not these numbers here, because let me see what I like about these. I still might go with 65. Nope. That's be a little further away. I see some downwards. Let's go look at the option chain. 85 is at 64. 50 is at 63. Nah, that wouldn't be nothing we do. 64 though, 64, 65 is a one spread. It's only paying $5. Nope. We don't trade to trade. We trade for money. So if the money is not going to give us what we're looking for, then we leave it. Now, one thing you could look at, if Oxy was of interest to you and you wanted to trade it, actually, I see it at this support. It might be good to see what it does here. All these wicks show that it really wants to go up some more, but I would look to see. I mean, yesterday was a red day, but it really may move on up out of this zone. So you could look underneath as well. Let me see if I go back, if I see anything of interest back here. Well, there's a gap that it needs to fill. Oh, come on. I'll bring this forward, and this gap is just beneath where we are. Goes to show you how those gaps can play support and resistance, right? So if we put a line at the bottom of this gap, which will also play support, that's at 62.64. Right, there's another one down here in the 62.05. So if you wanted to get down to 62 or 62.5, that might work out for you. Let's see what it looked like. What it looked like though when we're on here, 62. Yep, we'd have to look at 62. It's a 68% probability out of the money, which will be too close for some. And then 83.5 probability out of the money on the 61. So let's change it over to vertical and see. If we want to go with 62, that's going to pay $20, 20% return. If you want to do 60, 61, that is currently paying $9, closer to 10%. You're going to open it and close it, probably pay to close. So I would plus or minus 1.8. Now this is for next Friday. Plus or minus 1.8 really puts you at the 61. This is for next. So this is for a week. So you got to, keep that in mind if you're going to be going along with that. So what do you mean by Con Ed or Eversource? What are you asking me, Ward, about Con Ed or Eversource? Good morning, Johnny. When will your next course start in June? I'm not sure. I got to see what I'm going to do for the next course. I'm sure it will start sometime in the summer, but I got to see. Risk reward right now. Tanya Davis says SOXL. Well, I know what I was looking at. I did an SOXL trade the other day. And SOXL is that semiconductor, which a put credit spread would be good. Nori, I'll definitely keep you all posted on that. But definitely, if you haven't joined the membership yet, go ahead and join the membership, because a lot of what you're looking for may be there. A lot of what you're looking for may be in the membership. So go ahead. If you join the E2T membership, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm just going to include it all now that I'm on this, talk about it. And hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up so folks know we here. Let YouTube tell the people that we're here. All right. So I do see puts credit spread. Oh, Nori says I joined. Yeah, then Nori, come on in. I really thought you had joined. And if you're looking for something in particular, let me know. You can definitely join in tonight for our call. We're closing up the options 411 this evening. But even then, there's access to all those videos all the videos that we went through. You could definitely go through those, and you'll feel like you're right there with me. Okay, so we're looking at support. I see 44.65 as the top of the gap, but this is, today's current candle is up here at 47.33. It is coming into some support though. And if you're looking at, 48.13, and then with the top of this wick being 49.88, that's a pretty big wick. 48.13 to 49.88. So maybe let's go look at the option chain. I do like the put credit spread for tomorrow, and you may have an opportunity for May have an opportunity for an iron condor. We always like the iron condor opportunities because when we get those, we can make money on both sides. This is SOXL looking for tomorrow. I would look at 46. I would, or 45. You could do 44.5, 45 if you were looking at something a little more, a little less risky. But 45, 46 is a plus minus 2. So take away 2 does put you at 45. So that would be safer, would be there. And on the call side, then we said something about 49, going up above 49. 49 is actually, so this is 50. 50 is 80, but 49 is at 25. So let's change over to verticals. 44.5, 45 is paying $7. So you could widen this out and make it a one spread, because if you're going to do the iron condor, you're going to have a one on the other side. So if you're taking $11 in for this one, you could also do 44.5 at $6, do 2 of them. That gives you $12, but you're going to pay around 6 1/2 dozen in the other on that one. That's going to pay $10 or $11 on this side. And then if you go over to 49, is that 49? Yep, 49 is paying $16. So you put the 16 with the 11 from the other side, you're going to pull in $26 on an iron condor, or you can just do the put credit spread side and do more contracts. Okay, if you're more comfortable with one side versus the other, then just do the one side and put more contracts on it. So if you like, 46 or 45, whichever you're comfortable with, then do that and then put more contracts on. So if you change this to, I'm going to do the 45, if, that would feel more comfortable. $6. And then if every, more contracts you do, you're going to multiply that by the $6. If you go to the 45, 46, that's $21 each. And you could do multiple contracts. Just, do more contracts. I actually like that SOXL trade. So I'm going to look at that one. SOXL. Yep. I'm going to look at that one a little bit more after I get off this call. Okay. Let's look real quick to see to go back to SPX, see what they're doing. Then we want to look at Microsoft. SPX on the day is kind of sitting. Doesn't seem like it's trying to break out. Let's put us on the 15-minute chart so we can see if we got a breakout underfoot and at this, or underway, a foot. I put the things together, a foot and underway. This is the 15-minute candle is here. I need to see those wicks and I cannot right now. There we go. Let me put a line on here to see what the breakout is doing. That's the top of the 15-minute candle, and this is the bottom. No real wick on the bottom. There's no real wick on the bottom, and y'all know that's a little bit telling. If it's not wicking down, that means that there's no selling pressure per se. I mean, buying pressure, selling pressure, buying pressure. The buyers went up here, and the sellers pushed it back down a bit. So this is not wicking down either. So it could potentially go on up out of here. You definitely want to trade what you see, dear hearts. Trade what you see. Tanya said, not Tanya, Janae says, can you enter another iron condor after closing the winning leg? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, once you closed a trade and you want to enter again on the same time, yeah, you can do that. And you'll still use that, the collateral, the same way you would do it if you were just starting over. Tanya said, I did 8 cons. We'll see on the put side. Yep, that's what you do, Tanya. We just do more contracts. There we go. Cons was getting stuck in my brain. This is Microsoft. Microsoft has decided it's ready to rock on. Right, I had enter above 421, which it is definitely above 421, going up to 427.5. So there's still room, and yet there is room, Okay, let's see. I want to take us back to our slides. Sounds like my buddy's gotten moving. Mr. Dustin, he's moving around a bit out there. Okay, so Where are we? Okay, we've got our list. Now, listen, we've had this list for the week. You can feel free to look through this list again and see if there's anything that you like for tomorrow, right? This list doesn't have to be entered on Monday. It can be entered any day of the week. And if you want to look at an updated list, you can always go to usepeakbot.com/watch list and check out what the current list is there and use their list to help you determine what you want to do as far as what stock you like. We talked about several today, and every day we talk about a few. Jamie went through several yesterday. I've gone through several today. There's opportunities. You just have to decide which one you're ready for. And if you're not too sure about, which to do, go into your sim. Okay, go into your sim and do them all. Where's my sim made? There we go. Go into sim and do them all. Paper trade all of them. Find out which stocks you like. There's some things that you are going to maybe like and you're going to rinse and repeat. TQQQ is one I trade regularly. SOXL, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of SOXL, another one I trade. So you find which ones you like. I think we have some people on here who like Oxy or like Exxon. I think Tanya trades some of the same, the other Tanya trades a lot of the same ones, the ones we really like, and you just rinse and repeat them, right? You find what you like and rinse and repeat, especially if it's paying you what you want to pay you. All right, this is what we do. That's what we do there. Absolutely. The membership is open. E2T membership, always open, $97 a month. We have morning calls, which we're on at this point. We have weekly training calls. We have monthly coaching calls. We have a Telegram group where I'm there to help provide guidance and assistance and everything I do, all the trainings, all the everythings. You have access to all of that stuff when you're in my membership. You have access to all the things that I've done are there. Don't forget, Start with the Chart. It's a free charting webinar. Go ahead. If you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. It's for the free. All right. Start with, there's a T there. Start with the chart.com. I'm writing it out because Facebook doesn't seem to like that link. I don't know why. It just picks the ones it likes and the ones it doesn't like. And yeah. So startwiththechart.com is what's going on with that. Okay. I'm going to go back to SOXL up here. Okay. Do we have anything else that we need to cover today? What else do we need to cover today? We covered some stocks. We answered our questions. Don't forget this evening at 8, if you're in the Options 411 live coaching, we're going to wrap that up tonight. We're wrapping up all the strategies. We're going to have graduation. Dun, dun, dun. What's the song for graduation? I do have it. We play the music and everything. We get graduation certificates. I play the music. We clap. We all the good stuff after we wrap up all the stuff for what we've done over the last 6 weeks. This is week 7, and that's what we do. I'll rinse and repeat that. I have to see when it fits into the schedule. It's 8 p.m. tonight. Yes, I'll make sure to put the links in all the Telegram chats. And I'm sure I'll rinse and repeat it again for second quarter. And we'll have to just see when does it fit my life? Oh, because the life is lifing at this point. Okay. If you're in my community, be sure to reach out in the Telegram, see what we need to see what you need. If you need any guidance or support, all my new folks are actually should be putting trades in their chats. And we're still in Sim May. We're enjoying Sim or paper trading on the strategies that we're learning. If you're learning or fine-tuning a strategy, you're doing that in your paper account, not necessarily in your live. Now, I'm not telling people to do with their money because you are CEO of your own portfolio. But what I'm saying is you can do it in your sim and get it good in there before you go live. Okay. All right. I believe I have done as the Lord has commanded, and yet there is room. Our E2T Trader's Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts grow more and more each week. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I am a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Speak it. Even if it's not true just yet, you declare it and it becomes true. You declare it and it becomes true. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war with the purpose of establishing your kingdom. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically in order to fulfill this purpose. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen, amen. All right, amen, amen. Okay, everyone. We're going to do at least 3 things today. At least 3 things. We're going to stay green. We're going to get this money and we're going to have a great green day. Oh, you know what I meant to tell y'all? I'm coming to Charlotte this weekend. I'm coming to Charlotte this weekend. If you are in the Charlotte area, if you are around Charlotte or in the Charlotte area, send me a message, reach out to me, let me know you're there so that I can see you. I want to see the people who are in Charlotte. I'm coming. Why do I think, Tanya, you're in that area? I don't know why I thought that. You're in South Carolina somewhere. Anyway, reach out to me and let me know so that I can see you as I'm coming through and coming by. I'd like to meet the people. All right. Y'all let me know. Okay. See you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye, everyone.